Okay, so today we are talking about polygons, and a polygon is just a shape or a figure. And in this shape, we have a hexagon. So I'm going to write that at the top. This is called a hexagon, and a hexagon has 6 sides. Okay, we've looked at area for rectangles, triangles, circles. Today we are going to look at the area of a regular polygon, and it has this formula. It is the area is equal to 1/2 times the apothem. We'll talk about that in a minute, and times the perimeter. So let's start with some vocabulary. The apothem is the distance from the center of the shape, the polygon, to one side where this forms a right angle of 90 degrees. So this is an apothem. We can also make this is an apothem, and these would have the same length, and we call that A. The length of a side is from here to here, or from corner to corner, and we call that S. And then we use the letter N to indicate the number of sides. So in this case, I have one side, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So in this case, N is equal to 6. So first, we have to calculate the perimeter. Remember, that's the distance around the shape. If we were to start and walk the entire shape, then that is the perimeter. Perimeter is equal to the length of the side, S, times the number of side. So we're going to take the 6 and we're going to use this for our N. Right? We are going to say in this hexagon that our side length is 8 and our apothem is 7. So let's calculate our perimeter first. Perimeter is equal to the side length 8 times the number of sides, which is 6. So our perimeter is equal to 48. Now, you see this arrow? That indicates that we take our 48 and we're going to substitute our 48 for our P. So then that means that our total area of this shape, or the space to fill the hexagon, is 1/2 times A. A in this case is 7 times our perimeter, and we calculated that to be 48. Now, 1/2 times 7 times 48 is the same as multiplying 7 times 48 and dividing by 2. And when I do this on the calculator, I will have the area is equal to 168. Okay, so first, calculate the perimeter. Second, you will use your perimeter to calculate your area. Let's look at a second example. Here I have another hexagon. So remember, first, we'll calculate our perimeter, and then we will use our perimeter to calculate our area. In this example, my apothem is 10.7 and my side length is 12.4. What is my N? It's my number of sides. And if I count my sides, I see that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. Now, in other problems, the number of sides will be different. So let's take our number of sides 6. We're going to multiply that by our side length, which is 12.4, because that's going to give us our perimeter. So our perimeter is 74.4. And then we're going to use that perimeter down here to calculate our area. So our area is equal to 1/2 times A. Here's our A, 10.7, times our 74.4. So we're multiplying 10.7 times 74.4, and then we will divide by 2, and that will give us an area of 398.04. Now remember that an area means that if I have squares to fill my hexagon, I would need 398.04 squares to fill my hexagon. Let's look at one more example of a different shape. In this case, I see a different shape. This shape is called a pentagon because it has 5 sides, and penta means 5. So I already know that my number of sides is 5. That's my n. In this example, my apothem is 6.9, and my side length is 10. So we're just going to substitute P, my perimeter, the distance around, is equal to my side length 10 times the number of sides, and I said that that was 5. So my perimeter is 50, and remember I'm going to substitute that in my area formula. So my area is equal to 1/2 times my A, which is 6.9, times my perimeter, which I just calculated, of 50. So 6.9 times 50 divided by 2 gives me an area of 172.5. So as you start to do these problems, remember you need to identify the number of sides. So you are going to count the number of sides, and then you will substitute for n and s to find p, and then to find the area, you will multiply your a times your p and divide by 2. Good luck.